everyone, welcome to Camera Rolling Take 10 Action. My name is Connie and this semester I will be the host for this series. Personally, I am a huge fan of movies. I can stay at home all day and do nothing but watch movies. I believe movies are more than just a form of entertainment. They actually reflect on our society, and there are so many things we can learn from, aside from the plot, the music, the special effects, etc. So, for Camera Rolling Take 10 Action, I hope to provide not just a summary of a movie, but also insights that inspires you to think more about what you're seeing. At the same time, I hope you can take 10 minutes each time to hear about what I would like to share about certain movies. In light of the recent outbreak of the coronavirus, I would like to start off the series by introducing you one of my all-time favorite zombie movies, Zombieland. But before you go all ew or hearing the term zombie movie, I'm hoping you can give Zombieland a chance because this is one of those comedic zombie movies that will blow your mind. No pun intended. And who knows, you might just need some tips in case your life is at stake during a zombie apocalypse. So first, I'm going to give you a brief summary and the premise of the movie. An outbreak of a virus has caused most of the population in the US to turn into flesh-eating zombies. Columbus, a nerdy college kid who is the leading male protagonist of the story, is one of the very few survivors of this catastrophe. As he makes his way through this gory mess, he meets Tallahassee, Wichita, and Little Rock. The four of them team up and fight their way out in search of a safe haven from this zombie epidemic. On this road trip quest across the United States, the four of them realize that they have made a new family and drove off looking for a new home. The film debuted on October 2nd, 2009 in the United States and instantly ranked #1 at the box office over its opening weekend, during which the ticket sales had already matched its production budget. Zombieland received positive reviews not only from critics but also from the audience. It is also one of the top-grossing zombie films in history. And after keeping the fans waiting for 10 years, Zombieland Double Tap, a sequel movie, was released last year on October 18th, 2019. So what exactly does the movie have to do with the outbreak of the coronavirus? Well, in the movie, Columbus has his very own set of rules for surviving this zombie-infested world. Trust me, even though there are no zombies roaming the streets at the moment, some of the rules mentioned in the movie are so universal that they can apply to current situations as well. I'm going to give you 2 examples to show you how Zombieland is so relatable. Rule number 1, cardio. Cardio is defined as exercise that increases heart rate. When you're constantly trying to run away from zombies or spending most of your time killing these monsters, if you don't do cardio, your heart won't be able to catch up with the intensity of all the running, and you won't be able to outrun these flesh-craving monsters. Likewise, exercising is a good way to strengthen one's immune system. Through keeping the habit of exercising and self-training, one is more unlikely to get sick, and it also keeps you in good shape. What's more, sometimes it's really hard to breathe when you're wearing face masks. However, with cardio, you won't be out of breath that easily. Rule number 3, beware of bathrooms. According to Columbus, you are at your most vulnerable while sitting on the toilet, so always take extra care. Honestly, bathrooms are filled with germs and you are indeed vulnerable considering the fact that you are exposed in an environment where it's probably extremely unsafe for you to touch anything. Therefore, beware of bathrooms. Always wash your hands and sanitize the toilet seats whenever possible. In times when you might be in contact with germs and viruses, good hygiene is without a doubt a good way to save yourself. So remember, watch out for bathrooms and always wash your hands. So, these are some of the interesting things that I would like to share about Zombieland. In recent years, movies about the spread of virus or people turning into zombies have become a trend. For example, Train to Busan, World War Z, and the Resident Evil franchise. However, the reason why Zombieland is one of my favorite movies is because the characters in the story, they offer you a new take on the attitude a person should have when facing something as horrible as the zombie apocalypse. I mean, come on, think about it. Most people are gone and you're the only one or the very few that lived. That's no time to be pessimistic. You should be trying your best to live the best life. And unlike regular zombie movies, the zombies in Zombieland don't really scare you, and instead, you'd actually enjoy watching Columbus and Tallahassee being hunted down and also hunting zombies down. So, at the end of the video, I have 2 questions for you guys. Feel free to comment below because I would love to hear or read about your opinions and what you think. First, in Zombieland, what happened in the United States? And what are the characters trying to find? Second, be creative with this one. Go wild, use your imagination, and come up with really fun and interesting answers, okay? If you were Columbus, what are some useful tips that you can give to people to help them survive the zombie apocalypse? So comment down below, and this is the end of the video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye! On October 18th, 2019.